Okay. I actually recommended this one to you. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I recommended it to you or not.
No, Paul said, hey, watch it.
It went like this.
Yeah.
Because I'm always a big fan of anything martial arts or anything Japan related and history and all that. And Shogun is on Disney Plus. I know. It's Disney Plus.
But it's a Starz original.
It's a Starz original, which we get here in Canada. They don't get in the United States.
So how does Starz relate to Disney?
Starz is all network shows that they own, like Fox and stuff like that. Is all on Starz.
But
so it's nothing they made.
well, they impressed me with Spartacus. They did Spartacus. Mm-hmm. And so when I was watching this, I was like, I see some similarities in the style of show.
Because when you said watch Shogun on Disney Plus, I said, okay, I'm going to watch the trailer. I watched the trailer. This is on Disney Plus?
Yeah. This is the shows they need to have on Disney Plus to have more than 4-year-olds watch Disney.
Yeah,
I think.
Agreed.
Now, just because I like those type of shows and everything doesn't mean this show is any good. However, I kind of compare this to an Oriental-themed Game of Thrones, in a way. With the storytelling, with multiple characters and twists.
It was like a mix between a Japanese Game of Thrones and The Last Samurai.
Yeah. Well, everybody's comparing this to The Last Samurai, and yeah, it has a lot of the similarities. But Last Samurai was when Japan was already exposed to the world, and this is way back when the Shoguns were still around and before they had been exposed to Europeans. And,
in fact, only one European nation they've ever seen.
Starts off in 1600 is where the show takes place.
Yep. Now, it stars an OG in Japanese films. I'm going to try and pronounce his name. Hiroyuki Sonada.
That was almost there, yes.
Hiroyuki? Mr. Sonada. Plays Taranga.
Taranga? It's Toranaga.
Toranaga.
Okay, so yeah.
Taranga is a place.
Anybody watching this, you have to understand that
We're not Japanese.
we're not Japanese. Learning the names is going to be a little bit difficult. And actually telling the characters apart, for me, was an issue. Because they're all dressed in the same garb. They all have the same hairstyle.
Same facial hair.
They're Japanese. So I could tell white people apart really easily because I'm exposed to them every day. Japanese people, if they're all dressed the same, it's a little difficult for me. I had to look at the crest on their clothing to say, oh, that one's that one.
Really?
That one's that one. Yeah.
I had 0 issues.
Oh, for me?
Yeah, Paul, me either. You're racist.
I guess so. Because
However, I watch a lot of Japanese shows and martial arts films and stuff like that. I especially watch like the fighting movies that they put on Netflix and stuff like that. So I'm used to this kind of thing, I guess. But the storytelling in this so far has been pretty good. The effects, the fighting, very good. And they also have like political intrigue into the Japanese culture, and being. You know the old saying, if you embarrass your family and all that, it's a sin on you. And some of the stuff they do to save face and everything is incredible. And this is what they do.
yeah, so the story is Japan has only been exposed to Spain. It's Portugal. Portugal has sailed over there. They brought their Catholic missionaries, and they're kind of infiltrating the system, and so they're trying to do this like quiet takeover by making certain alliances, making some of the what do you call them, overlords, making some of them wealthy to promote their religion, and then they're trying to take over from the inside.
And this happens at a time when Japan's leader has passed away, and there's 5 different factions that are sort of levying for power.
Yeah, now there's this person from Britain who comes over. He's taken captive, and he's trying to expose the Portuguese for what they are, and he's trying to maneuver while trying to understand this weird Japanese culture that they have going on that's completely different from Britain.
Yeah, he doesn't trust them. They don't trust him.
And Britain is currently at war with Portugal as well. and he's a pirate. And they have proof that he went there to raid ships that Japan was dealing with Portugal.
To raid ships and to actually make contact.
Yeah. So he's not seen as a friend to Japan right now. But he gets befriended by one of the 5 leaders of the team, who's in trouble with the other 4 leaders of this alliance that they have.
So this is a reluctant alliance because he's in. Yeah, this leader Toranaga, he's in trouble with the rest because it looks like they're trying to assert his position, and he doesn't like the Brit. But he can use him to find out information. And then, as they go along, they're exposed to each other's ways. They come to understand each other a little bit more, and a friendship develops.
Yeah.
So that was cool. It wasn't, you guys are bad, you guys are good. Both of them have their own little bad and good quirks.
Well,
And-
that's the thing about the storytelling, is there's character development, right?
Yeah.
And so in a lot of the shows that are coming out, there's no character development, and this was a master class in TV. This is how TV should be done. The cinematography was awesome. Costumes were awesome. The acting is awesome. The only thing that I had an issue with, it's a lot of reading, because they're doing the Japanese in Japanese, right? It's not all made for us, which is fine, but it's a lot of reading, and it fit with this show. But I'm taking my eyes off of the screen, which is beautiful, to read.
Now, that being said, they do have a lot of subtitles when they're speaking Japanese, but when they're not speaking Japanese, they speak a lot of English. And it doesn't sound like hard to understand English. They're very good at English.
Yes.
Yeah, so everything is... If you're okay with subtitles, you will get through this very easily.
Were they saying, okay, so were they saying that any of the Portuguese language that they were speaking, they were just speaking English?
Yeah.
Did you catch that? Like, we were supposed to, okay, well, that's Portuguese and we understand it.
Yeah, Blackthorn was speaking Portuguese, but
it was English.
The North Americans spoke English.
Right.
The North Americans. The Europeans spoke English. But yeah, I thoroughly am enjoying this show. I'm on episode 4.
Me too.
I just finished 4. And but I was on a cruise ship. I couldn't keep up with this. And this is one of those episodic ones, so they're coming up every week as opposed to dumping it all at once. And I so much more enjoy that because I can keep looking forward to something every week as opposed to, hey, my favorite show, it's over because I watched it all last night.
you know what? I was thinking that way. And then I find that the longer I'm away from something, the less interested I am to go back and see it. So I kind of wish everything was dumped at once because I was into it. I wanted to watch the whole thing all at once. And fine, you're going to take a little break to bring out season 2 if there's a season 2? Okay, fine. Everybody has to deal with that.
You just like to binge it.
Yeah. You're making me wait a week?
Oh my god.
Remember when it used to be like, maybe even every 2 weeks you'd get an episode?
Yeah, but okay, remember Star Trek The Next Generation came out every week.
Yeah.
But TV was good back then and you had other things to watch in the meantime.
That's true.
Well, if you buy every single streaming service out there, I'm sure you can find one show a night to watch.
Maybe.
But as far as Shogun is concerned, I'm giving it a 2 thumbs up for sure. This has been one of my favorite shows to watch this year for sure.
The visuals are good, the acting is good, the story is good, there's no messaging, it's just a good drama.
And it is violent in cases. So be warned about that. They do some stuff in this that you go, oh my god, you would never see that on Disney.
It's not over the top violent.
No, but it's Disney. Think of some of the stuff they've done on this thing.
Well, I mean...
Babies are killed. People are boiled alive. They wouldn't do this on Disney normal.
On Disney, they've chopped people in half with lightsabers. So...
There you go.
Yeah, but they come back to life in the next movie.
That's true.
So yeah, definitely 5 flaming pickles.
Out of
5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a good show. It's a good show.
This is an amazing show. I wanted to see it back in the day, and someone says, "Oh, they're watching it," but I didn't have Disney Plus, so they said you got to watch it. It's really good. And then next time it comes out, you got to watch it. It's pretty good. So I watched it. They're right. It's pretty good.
I'm always right.
That's Don's flex.
Yeah. Truth can be told.
So why don't you?
You're fat. Doop, doo 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 doop.